Home inspections can be a critical step in the home buying process and a good investment whether you're buying an older or a new home. The inspection offers an opportunity to learn far more about your future home than is possible with an informal walkthrough. Joining us today is Mickey Mertz, president of Complete Home Inspections. Mickey is an inspector and one of the first 10 women in the country to become a certified member of the American Society of Home Inspectors. Congratulations, Mickey.
Thank you.
All right, let's start out with, what do you do when you walk into the house? Walk us through it.
One of the most important things that I want to do is help the buyer learn more about the house that they've chosen. Help them understand where things are, how they work, how to take care of them. An inspection is not a pass-fail. It's more of an education process. So we're going to look at the important functions of the roof, the attic, the insulation, the structure of the house, all of the mechanical systems, the heating, cooling, electric systems, all the plumbing, making sure that things have been installed correctly and are doing their job.
Okay, what is not included in a typical inspection?
In a basic home inspection, the extra things that people might want to add on it if it applies to their house would be a pool inspection. If they're interested in testing for radon or mold or lead paint, termite inspections are frequently required too. Some home inspections cover those. Some will hire a separate termite company to do that at the same time.
Is there anything as the homeowner that you can do to prepare for your inspection?
Well, a little bit is to just relax. We're not there to kill the house. We're there to investigate and educate the buyer about what the house is doing. So the seller can help out a lot by helping us get to the things we need to. We have to be able to get into the attic, so if they have things in the way, they should move them. We have to be able to examine the furnace and the air conditioner and the electric panel, so keeping a clear space there. If they know of anything that's wrong with the house, leave a note so that we don't, flood the basement by turning on a water faucet or something. That can help a lot. Oh, dogs. If they own a pet, they should take care to prepare the dog away from the house so that it's not trying to help us or interfering with the process.
It sounds like you're speaking from experience
Yeah.
with that one. How do you find an inspector that you can trust? How do you know if the person's legit?
Well, in Kansas and in Missouri, there is no licensing of home inspectors at this time. So your best bet is to choose someone who is a certified member of a national organization like ASHI, which stands for the American Society of Home Inspectors. They have a body of knowledge by having passed a series of tests, experience, have to have passed and done at least 250 fee-paid inspections before they can become a member.
Oh, wow.
And then we follow a set of standards and ethics to make sure that we're doing a good job and that we're not having a conflict of interest existing. One way locally people can find us would be to go on the web at ashikc.org. And that way we'll have a list of inspectors who are members of the Great Plains chapter of ASHI. A lot of us have information, but I really encourage people to call, interview your potential inspector, ask how many years they have in experience as a home inspector. Are they a member of ASHI? Do they have insurance? What kind of training and background do they have? What kind of report will they get? When will it be delivered? Don't just ask, how much do you charge? Because sometimes you get what you pay for.
What is the average price of a home inspection?
In the Kansas City area, I'd say somewhere between $225 and $350, in that range for a basic home inspection, depending on the size of the house. If it's large, it'll sometimes cost a little bit more. But I really encourage people to call the home inspection company. They can get referrals from their real estate agent or friends who have had inspections. But get somebody you're going to feel comfortable asking questions of.
Okay, now, as far as the buyer and or the seller, who is present, or who would you like to be present?
It depends on who we're working for. Most of the time we're doing a home inspection for the buyer.
Right.
And it's not, as I mentioned earlier, a pass-fail. It's an education process. So we'd like to have the buyer come with us, follow us around, see where everything is, and feel free to ask questions about things that they're concerned about. We could also be working for the seller as they're trying to get their house ready. So, of course, they'd be there then.
Oh.
But normally, if we're working for the buyer, it's more comfortable for everybody involved if the seller is not necessarily right in the shadows all the time, but might be around for questions if we wondered if there was something unusual.
So do sellers call you sometimes to come in and do an inspection before the buyer?
More often. Certainly. It helps to eliminate some of the surprises. If they have a problem, rather than being a deal killer, they can address it sooner, get that issue fixed.
All right, Mickey, great advice. Thank you very much for being here today.
Thank you.
We appreciate it. And stay with us. We will be right back.